As promised, here's the instructions for connecting Canvas up to Focus. The first thing that you have to do is make sure that you have the assignment grades, the assignment categories in Canvas and the grade categories in Focus be identically titled. So in Focus, I put capital C, capital N, capital V in front of my assignments that were synchronized to Focus in terms of the category names. These names have to be duplicated exactly in Canvas. Otherwise, the synchronization will not work properly. So now if we switch over to Canvas, here are my grade categories, assignment categories in Canvas. I don't have any tests yet, so I don't have that one. They're identical in terms of the title to Focus. And then you need to create an assignment, obviously, to be synchronized. So I've already created one. And when you create your assignment, can be anything, as far as I've been able to determine, you need to make sure that you assign it to one of the Canvas assignment, one of the synchronized assignment groups. And then you also need to check this box down here. It says sync to Focus. So that has to be checked. Once you've done that, then that assignment is set up to be synchronized. So we've got the assignment categories identical to Focus. We've created an assignment. We assigned that assignment to the grade category that is going to be synchronized. And then when you're ready to synchronize the grades, you go over to Grades. Up at the top, click on the Actions button, the down arrow, and it's the first option, Sync to Sync to Grade Pass Back Service. So you click on that. And now it will show you all the assignments that have been set up to be synchronized. And you also have the option of selecting one or several sections, but not all. In my case, I have 2 sections of general and 2 sections of honors. Just for some reason, that's the way they set them up. And I combined them all into one Canvas course. So I've got 4 sections showing. I can't imagine any time that I would need to do them separate. But if you had 2 separate courses, one for honors and one for general ed, and you had combined them for some reason and you wanted only pass grades for one of them, that would be the way you do it. And then you can select which assignment. So if I unclick that, none of them would be synchronized. If I just wanted to have that one synchronized, I could click that. Or obviously, I've only got 2, so I can click that and get both. Go down here and post grades. Now, the first time you do this, assuming that this was just set up, the first time you do that, Focus doesn't have that assignment. So the interface between the two will actually set the assignment up in Focus. So you do not need to create the assignment in Focus. In fact, my guess is, although I haven't tested it, my guess is that either you'll get an error that it's a duplicate assignment or it will create a second assignment. So you do not need to do anything in Focus, really, other than make sure that you've got those grade categories set up properly. And that's all. That's like a one-time deal. So once you've got that set up, you really don't need to do anything in Focus for the synchronized assignments and quizzes and tests. Now we're going to go down here and click on Post Grades. And it says it's scheduled. This is a link, so you can click on it to see how it's progressing. It takes a little while to do it. If I keep clicking, you can see still in that step 2. Now it went to step 3. I'm not exactly sure what's going on behind the scenes, but it's going to keep running until it does all of the work it needs to do and synchronizes, links up to Focus and synchronizes. And then when you go back to Focus and open up your grade book, of course mine are already there, but you will then have the assignment that you synchronized for the first time appearing in focus. One thing that will be different for assignments linked from Canvas to Focus is you're going to have this little icon over here. Looks like in Apple world, at least, it looks like a link to some other application. And that's basically what it's trying to do. But if you click on it, you're going to get an error. And my guess is that what it's there to do is to actually pass grades from Focus to Canvas, which for me has no meaning. I have no interest in doing that. So I don't think anybody else will either. So you can ignore that, other than it's just an indicator for you that the assignment is in fact being synchronized with Canvas. Okay, so this assignment was set up purely from the interface between Canvas and Focus. I didn't do anything in Focus to set that up, and you can see the grades are passed down. The only thing I haven't checked to see is, what if I had a grade in there, or what if I went through here and put missing for all of these blank grades, and then students had submitted more, and I did the synchronization, will it override it or not? I don't know the answer to that yet, because I haven't come across that. All of my quizzes are there, so I can't check it yet. So I'm hoping that I'm going to get some more assignments over the weekend. That's basically it. If we go back to Focus, it's completed now. If I refresh it, it's completed now. Over here, it tells you what the status of that synchronization was. So if I click on this, only this quiz was synchronized, and I'm not sure exactly why. Maybe there was no activity here, but that's probably not the case. I'd have to do a little investigation to figure out why that one was not synchronized. And then it tells you the time. That must be Canvas time, 2:27 p.m. That's the only thing I can speculate there. But anyway, it tells you that it finished. It actually did the synchronization. Obviously, you should probably verify it in Focus. And I wanted to show you one more thing. So we were in this grade sync status menu, or status display, and the history tab. There is another tab there. It's settings, and the only option is remaster grade passback. Carrie Wall sent me an explanation for it. I didn't quite understand it in the context of what we're doing here. It kind of sounds like it's the initial setup of your assignments and passing the grades for the first time or something like that. But as you can see, it did it without me ever having to do that. So you shouldn't ever have to use that. I just wanted to point it out to you and explain that it's there, but there's no need to use it. The grade sync does all you need to do. All right. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or give me a call, and I'll be happy to do what I can to help you out. Have a good one.